In the middle, 6'11", number 32, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
On 2K Sports. Hope you're enjoying your Friday afternoon. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. And now the Lakers starting group. Thompson is out there with Jackson. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then there's Allen. And it's Allen in at the 2. And for the Pacers, Halliburton in the backcourt. Nemhard to his side. Mobley is out there with Jalen Williams as Antetokounmpo in at the 5 down low. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
Here we go. And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Doncic finds Thompson. Back to Doncic. And they double up Doncic. Allen for the 3. Pacers with the rebound. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Halliburton outside. Pass to Nemhard. Misses the 3. The Lakers on offense. Covered by Halliburton. Here's Jackson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one
and this is where Jackson feasts, and at times he's just too overwhelming for the D, which results in the foul.
The free throw drops for Jackson. So Jackson nails both of them. So it's the Pacers now. And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls. They've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
Shot clock at 3. And Thompson sends it down. And he's able to get it back. Doncic against Mobley. Mobley with the block.
That's about reach, folks. The length, the athleticism, the timing of Evan Mobley.
And Allen with the slam.
Nice creativity from the big man, Jared Allen. You've got moves upon moves. For Indiana, they've gone 0-3 from the field to start the game. Pass to Nemhard. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Allen. Antetokounmpo with the jam.
It may be the most critical play in this offense. Antetokounmpo on the roll with the finish.
Here's Doncic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's hard to believe, but Luka Doncic is still in his mid-20s. Doris, does he even have a ceiling?
That is the question, Kevin. And I'm not sure he does, because in the first part of his career, he's been all NBA in a season. I don't think there is a ceiling, Kevin.
Oh, here's one. Shot clock at 6. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul. First team
Giannis getting the defender to bite. That's a patient move, earning himself a trip to the line.
Booker, he's checked in for the Pacers. Chauncey Billups has checked in for Los Angeles. They're in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Rick Carlisle gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about the strategy for taking on a guy like Luka Doncic. He told me that the thing is, Luka steals all the attention out there, which allows his teammates to find open looks, so we're not going to let him distract us on defense. So Well, it sounds like they'll be focusing on defending against Luka and company, not just Luka. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. And he recovers it. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And that kind of stunt. Ilgauskas is checked in for Jalen Williams. Johnson is... checked in for Los Angeles. Tyson Daniels comes in for Luka Doncic. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
On the court is your high score.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in.
2 minutes remaining in the first 2 minutes.
Daniels with it. He's guarded by Booker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Allen. It's rebounded by Indiana. On the wing, Booker. Over Daniels. Another shot. Here's Mobley. Persistence pays over the lead. Finally hit a shot.
Man, that is a big-time tough finish. Evan Mobley doesn't back down.
Phillips against Halliburton. Johnson with a screen on Halliburton. Halliburton against Phillips. Allen kicks to Daniels. From deep. It's rebounded by Ilgauskas. The Pacers have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Mobley sets the pick for Giannis. Here he goes. They now take the lead.
Textbook screen right there by Evan. Boy, this guy is easy to play with.
The Pacers making a change here. Williams is checked in. The Lakers also with the sub, Jaren Jackson. He's checked in for Allen. Now here's Allen. Scoreless thus far. He's in charges here for the Pacers. Comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Tyler Hero in for Halliburton. And the Lakers also making a switch. Markkanen's checked in. Jackson dishes to Johnson. Jackson against Ilgauskas. Daniels passes to Markkanen. Their offense stone cold. Here's Booker. Misses the layup. The Lakers trade. Daniels passes to Jackson. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Now here's Booker, guarded closer. The shot off that time.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
And this is why coaches say be aggressive. As long as you're playing smart, good things tend to happen, even if you're on the road.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Indiana. They trail by 1. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge for an update on Luka Doncic. David.
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from Los Angeles' head athletic trainer. Oh, that is not what you want to see, but sounds like it's a serious injury.
All right, David, thanks. So, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
At all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
And our hearts go out to him. The guy
for the Lakers right now. Jalen Johnson is out there with Jackson. Then it's Daniels. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's Phillips in at point. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Olber. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Tyrese Halliburton has become the face of the Pacers franchise. He says they've done a great job of allowing me to spread who I am and how I play throughout the organization. Guys and coaches have adapted to that. Good things are happening. I want us to be the best team in the league. Kevin, we certainly take it in the right direction.
David, I'm infatuated with this guy as you are. He does so much at such a young age. Man, the sky is the limit. And the Lakers with possession here. Devin Booker missing his last shot. It's deflected.
Yeah, and Ilgauskas is stretching out there to block shots. Superb at using that huge wingspan to come up with protection. But that's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
Timeout, timeout.
Playing big at the rim, okay.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
It's time for Next Game. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves.
Devin Booker. Halliburton subbed in for Hero. The Lakers also changing it up. Hartenstein's checked in for Jalen Johnson. Allen comes in for Markkanen. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Chauncey Billups. Indiana lead by 4. Left side, Halliburton. Inside. Handoff can't hit.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Here is Hartenstein. And it's put up. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch. And that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Indiana. The Lakers also with a sub. Luka Doncic. He's checked in for Hartenstein. Greg, every year injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams have probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Here's Giannis. Here's Giannis with the shot.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Williams passes to Memo. And the foul on Dyson Daniels. Finishes the foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly, he hadn't established position there.
Zach Randolph, he's checked in for Indiana. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Randolph inside. He's against Hartenstein. Randolph can't hit. LA's gone 1 or 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. At the elbow, it's Thompson. Here is Daniels, defended by Booker. Shot clock at 5. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. finish inside from Booker.
Well, you love the lethal scoring ability off the dribble. Booker putting extraordinary pressure on the defense.
Allen kicks to Doncic. Randolph grabs the board. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. It's a three-point game. Halliburton passes to Nembhard. It's good. Nembhard's got his first points in this one.
Boy, the passing of Tyrese Halliburton. You've got to love to play with this guy.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Doncic outside. To the middle. Here's Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Antetokounmpo up top. And that shot was up in time. And some good action to the first two quarters as we reach halftime. Pacers out in front, leading by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we set. And you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, what happened defensively that slowed them down in the first half?
Well, we're active. They're missing a few shots they normally make. You know, we just got to compete. We got to keep competing the way we are.
Thanks for your time, Rick. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. Joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Jaren Jackson, what a contribution.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end, and boy, this young guy has done just that.
Pacers leading by 3. So with Randolph on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his son. Mobley is out there with Antetokounmpo, and it's Williams at the 3. Now here's Antetokounmpo, misses the baby hook. Now here's Doncic. Pass to Jackson. To Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson a screen on Halliburton. The 3 for Doncic. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Mobley's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Luka Doncic started off his 2024 Doris with a historic scoring performance.
He sure did, Kevin. He was only the 4th player in league history to score over 72 points in a game. It was the shooting performance of a lifetime, and Luka just takes it all in stride. Incredible.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. Halliburton, that's good. Halliburton's got his first basket of the night.
One thing I love about Tyrese Halliburton, this guy willing to mix it up down low. He doesn't say, I'm going to settle for jumpers. I'm coming right at you.
Now here's Allen. Still without a basket. Thompson misses. Doncic against Halliburton. Mobley kicks to Halliburton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Luka Doncic.
What we know about Tyrese Halliburton, this guy always ready to push the pace. He's got a ton of energy. He's willing to outrun and outwork other guys.
That's good from Halliburton. And Tyrese Halliburton, one of the best offensive players in the league, Doris. He is so fun to watch.
Kev, this young man is special, and not only because of the flair and the skill as a passer, the shot-making ability. To me, it's the joy he brings to the game and how that joy lifts his teammates around him.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Certainly with one of the more unique shots in the NBA. Halliburton gets it done.
You know, Kevin, credit to Halliburton and the organizations he's played for, because a lot of them would have changed or tried to rebuild their shot. Halliburton and his organizations knew the shot worked, and he stuck with it. And now he's one of the best shooters at his position.
Lakers trail by 7. Doncic passes to Allen. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Jackson, that's a two-pointer. Cans the shot from the wing. Jackson's got 10 points.
Boy, you cannot leave him alone like that. Good form on the fadeaway jumper.
Pass to Mobley from downtown. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Doncic against Halliburton. Lets it go from deep. Out that one, the Indians will cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Luka Doncic.
You can just see how patiently Luka just waits for the defense to react, and then boom, he hits you with his move.
And he could not get that one to go. And he'll go to the line for 2. Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
And he makes the first. Booker, who's checked in for Andrew Nembhard. The Lakers also with a sub. Daniels has checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Lakers trail by 4. On the wing, Jackson. No good on the triple. So Booker will bring it up for the Pacers. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Outside Jackson. Back to Doncic. A three-pointer, no good. Pacers lead Stolen by Jackson. Williams against Allen. 1:03 left to play here in the third. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
So it's the Pacers now after the basket by Los Angeles. And the rejection by Jackson. Pass to Daniels. On the wing, Jackson. Here's Doncic. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, the move from behind with Doncic, the finish, and he'll get an opportunity to add to that.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. And some changes here for the Pacers. Ilgauskas is checked in for Evan Mobley. Randolph comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Tyler Hero in for Halliburton. And then for Los Angeles, Jalen Johnson comes in for Jared Allen.
Find the lane.
And it's Markkanen in for Ray Allen. And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, can you?
I really don't think you can, but they battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous run.
Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Doncic looking it over. Fires away from way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Doncic has got 9 points in the quarter. And we just finished the third quarter. We got a tight ball game here. Lakers on top as they end the third quarter with a 13-5 run. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Isaiah Hartenstein is out there with Thompson. And it's Allen. Then it's Daniels. And it's Phillips in at the one spot. And it's off from three-point range. Booker outside. Left side, Halliburton. From outside, off the mark. The Lakers in the lead. Thompson outside. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got his third assist on the night. Pacer shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Halliburton finds Randolph. Here's Ilgauskas. Now Booker. Just 5 on the clock. And Booker. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Lakers leading by 3. Pass to Phillips. Now Allen fires the 3. No good that time.
And you can see why he might be off on service in terms of getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to.
Contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And you almost have to climb a ladder to guard Ilgauskas.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
First free throw is good.
And no doubt the size of Ilgauskas can be intimidating. He is a huge player with a surprisingly soft touch.
Mobley, he's checked in for the Pacers. And then for Los Angeles, Jared Allen's checked in for Hartenstein. And it's Markkanen in for Chauncey Billups. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team.
Here comes your Pacers Breakers and Crew.
David?
Hey guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team was simple. Now he emphasized it's anybody's game right now. He told his guys to focus on finishing the task at hand and not to get distracted. So you go out there and play with authority. Kevin?
Thanks, David.
Well, that's just tremendous length, exceptional hands, Jared Allen. Nice and easy.
Now, here's Halliburton. He's covered by Daniels. Mobley outside. Indiana needs to get a shot. Halliburton for three. The rebound by the Lakers. Allen outside. Back to Markkanen. Fumbling Daniels. Thompson passes to Allen. Off target with his three.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Indiana again missing.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Thompson dishes to Daniels. Pass to Markkanen.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
To Daniels. Jacks up a three. And the
Timeout.
Daniels has got the lead up to 6 now for the Lakers.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page.
We want to give you shirts for this, but you need to be the loudest. Can you do it? Let's hear it!
Comes in for Augustus. And it's Williams in for Devin Booker. And then for Los Angeles, Jaren Jackson comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Dyson Daniels. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the fourth. And it's Giannis missing. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Shoots over Memo. And it's Doncic missing.
Well, he's definitely covered right there. And we know he can knock down a fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall.
He's stepping up his team, Giannis, and embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
Against Halliburton. And it's Doncic missing.
I'm sure he's kidding himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And moving
Guard it.
Together, everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
J.J. Redick calls timeout here. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now.
All right, folks, it's dance time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. Let's see those dance moves. Keep on dancing. Next.
Here's Dodson. Throws it down. Official calls the foul. Maybe a three-point play. It goes on.
Look at that, just with a few guys running in and out. Crunch time.
What's up?
They'll get on the free throw. That one, no good. Good D by Thompson. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
This guy moves so well. His hands. He knows how to initiate contact and get himself to the line that puts him on the deck.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one. That will put them up by 2. And he gets both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
But it doesn't get much bigger than that. A perfect trip to the line to give them the critical 3-point cushion. What poise.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call a timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. And he is on the energy. Feeling distressed right now on the court.
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a 3-pointer or score quickly and take the foul.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shoots from the elbow. Yes! And that shot brings them within just one.
Yeah, that's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
For the Lakers, Luka Doncic taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Them up by 2. And he is unable to get the second one. Empty-handed. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks, Kevin. Luka, you played well and you got the win. So what made the difference?
Yeah, I think we had a great game. I think it was a great game today. We step up together, play good defense, and it was a great win.
Thanks for your time, man. Appreciate it. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.
Coming right up, the Warriors taking on the Bucks. Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. Hi, folks. Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Berry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And the Milwaukee starting five. Wagner is out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Derek Lively. Then it's Derek White, and it's Curry in at the point. And for the Warriors, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Austin Reeves. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's O'Neal in at the five down low. Well, Grant, what should we expect in a veteran-heavy matchup like this?
You know, B.A., it typically means we'll get a clean game. These guys have been around for a while and know how to take care of the basketball.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force it into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Now here's Curry. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
That's tremendous balance. Steph's ability to keep his composure in that tough situation, work in a tight space, that's impressive.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. The 11-footer. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. Isaac against Gilgeous-Alexander.
Shaquille O'Neal. First personal foul. First team foul.
And we're about a minute into the first. Inside. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal.
You can stay active on defense. Good things usually happen. Right there, quick hands help alter what would have been a short two there.
Yes, strong flush from Towns. I like whenever he plays with an edge inside.
And over the last player, Brent, what's been the key to his success?
I think the key, BA, to him is his confidence. I think that he feels like he is overlooked on a couple bases. He does not get the respect he deserves, so he comes in with that chip on his shoulder, and he plays the entire game coming at any defense that people throw at. Well, I like what the defense tried to do. They crowded Kawhi, but he's just getting so creative near the basket.
Now here's Curry. Isaac outside. Fires got 5 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Not a lot of room. It's good.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover, especially at his size.
Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to Lively. Got a piece of it. And here's Reeves. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes back. It's rebounded by Wagner.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
On the wing, Curry. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. Right side, Curry. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Curry, no good.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Down low. Here's Towns. And that one goes in as he's through. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Defensive foul. Jonathan.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far, the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said, the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
And here's Milwaukee now. 4-point game. Here's Ingram. And another miss by Milwaukee.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
George left side. Back to Lillard. Towns a screen on Richardson. 4 on the clock. Lillard can't get it to go. Bucks trail by 4. To the paint. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. 51 seconds left in the first. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 3rd assist of the night. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Wagner outside. No good. And they can't put it into the drought. The Warriors lead by 7. Gilgeous-Alexander attacking. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. Milwaukee has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Here's Ingram. It's on target from the high post.
Brandon Ingram showing off the ways he can score. You know he's playing well. He's this patient to do so.
Richardson against Lillard. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Fade away. Good on the shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
There's so much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
Jimmy Butler out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Damian Lillard. Then there's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the 2. That's the group of Golden State as we kick off the second quarter.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
And Brandon Ingram was the key piece.
Most improved player of the year in his first season away from the Lakers, so sometimes that change of scenery can open up opportunity and give you a chance to show your excellence.
Pass to Van Arsdale, beyond the arc. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. And so it's Leonard who brings up the ball for the Warriors. And it's Butler with the jam.
Butler's a great competitor, and he's playing with some fire right now.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Guys, thanks. Well, Jimmy Butler is in the 5th stop of his NBA career. He'd been in a standoff with the Heat. As they hesitated to extend him at the number he desired, he knew there's going to be someone willing to pay up. And guys, I'm very interested to see how Butler fits in his new opportunity.
Yeah, we'll continue to track that story. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Now here's Gafford. Outside Ingram. 6 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. The 3 from Curry. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. The Warriors lead by 7. Now here's Reeves. Off target at the rim.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Outside Curry. Here's the 3. Curry rises up and hits the 3.
A good strategy here from the coaching staff. Put the ball in Curry's hands and see what happens. Usually ends up being pretty good.
Lillard against Curry. Now here's Lillard. Tight defense on him. Here's Butler. That's short off the rim. Bucks trail by 4. Outside Ingram. The ball's knocked loose. Steve Kerr calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant. Seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Towns, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Lillard. On defense, the Bucks. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. George. Oh, ejected by Isaac.
We talk about Isaac's reach often, and they're using it to send the shot back.
Lively with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Wagner. It's rebounded by Golden State. You know, not too many teams have the stability and head coach as the Warriors have.
I'm not sure there's ever been a more perfect fit for a team than Steve Kerr with the Golden State Warriors. There's been a magical run in the Bay Area, and you just look at the type of connectivity he has with his players, and again, how much joy these Warriors play with.
Butler's checked in for the Warriors.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw drops for Leonard, and despite his injury history, Kawhi still has the ability to take over games, Brent.
Yeah, does it feel, B.A., that Kawhi sometimes is even more patient and more deliberate in the way he delivers in games? I think he's the type of talent that can slow himself and the game down at his will and still be a lockdown defender. Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
The Warriors lead by 5. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Leonard passes to Reeves. Clock at 6. There's the triple. And again, no good by Golden State.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Wagner, the pass to Isaac. Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. 19-footer. And it's rebounded by Karl-Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. To the inside. Here's Butler. He can't get it to go. Oh, great D that time from Isaac. The Bucks trail by 5. Pass to Lively. And here's Curry. Takes a 3. Yeah.
Was it ever there?
Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. Butler passes to Reed. Gilgeous-Alexander, a good look. Hands it from the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
Well, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Curry looking it over. The 3 doesn't go for him. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The Warriors on top. They lead by 4. Now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside.